A big family, desperate for a bigger home. Can they haul their dream Rambler Ranch from the edge of a river?
Gonna tip over.
That thing was just a teetering.
Cross country?
There's a train coming.
Without it sinking into the mire?
John, I can't see nothing there.
This ranch rescue will be nothing short of one massive move. Lisbon, North Dakota. America's agricultural heartland and home to the Ranky family. Ann Ranky and her husband Greg live on this farm with daughters Sam and Jamie and their ever-loyal dog, Tank. Eldest Ashley visits most weekends with her 7-month-old Kason. But as the family grows, their tiny 70-year-old home is bursting at the seams.
All the girls have grown up here. Ashley was, what, 6 when we moved out here?
Yeah.
You know, the family's growing and we just need more room.
With space at a premium, the girls are a little too close for comfort.
The oldest one bugs the next one, then the other one bugs the little one, and
Yeah.
the little one cries dust.
And with one bathroom, they're crammed.
Just more bathroom room, I guess.
Bathrooms, yeah.
It can get pretty hectic when there's only one bathroom and
More room, just a bigger home is what we were looking for.
And Ann's found it. This 2,500 square foot Riverside Rambler home.
I like this. I can hardly wait.
It's got Ann's dream kitchen, 2 sunrooms,
I'm pretty sure that the tree is going to be in the sunroom. It's going to be a wonderful Christmas this year.
and 3 all-important bathrooms. But there's a catch. It sits on a floodplain. So, the Rankys are taking the bold decision to move the Dream Ranch a massive 72 miles to their farm in Lisbon. Long gravel tracks and bumpy railroad lines will make this trek extra treacherous. It's a big risk.
Yeah, they said there's gonna be a few cracks inside.
Well, and
But I mean-
they said that's normal.
The ranch cost Ann and Greg $18,000. Moving it will cost another $28,000. Building new foundations and renovating it, a further $60,000. Bringing the total for this once-in-a-lifetime adventure to $106,000. To rescue the ranch, Ann's called in North Dakota's finest family-run firm of heavy haulers, Schmid and Sons. Father of the clan, Bob, is boss.
They bought this house with hopes and dreams, and you know, their dreams are real important to us.
Bob and his son John have their work cut out moving this extra wide home.
We're hard at it, trying to get everything completed, and hopefully we have enough time.
First challenge, raise the ranch off its footings.
Yeah, it's kind of critical that we make sure we get the right mark, so.
With Greg working hard to bring in the harvest, it's up to Ann to check progress on site. And Bob's boys are wreaking havoc.
We get the woman catchers.
Now that the process has started here, it's just like, I'm gonna get my house soon.
Lifting this sprawling home will test the team's mettle. They'll slide steel beams underneath to support the floor. But 2 sunrooms and a garage make this ranch extra wide. Left unsupported, their weight could rip it in half. So Bob's crew need to sever the sunroom, moving them one at a time, and add extra steel under the garage. With the boggy ground and sloping riverbank, this task is a lot tougher than they thought.
Wow.
Just as Bob's boys are ready to slide the pieces of the house off their footings, the heavens open.
Terrible. Not good. Not cool. Absolutely, positively what we did not need.
When it rains around here, the soil gets like, basically like snail snot.
The truck's stuck in the mire. They need more muscle. No, not Brandon. An excavator should do.
Took the Bobcat up to it to try to coax it out of there, and a lot more hairy situation.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's just so muddy. Oh, there we go. I thought it was gonna tip.
Think the garage was tough to shift? Well, the house is 12 times heavier.
I'll shut my eyes and somebody can tell me when it's up and away from the sunrooms.
Going up!
That is so cool.
The house is finally up, ready to slide. In Lisbon, North Dakota, Ann and Greg Ranky are rescuing their dream ranch from a floodplain
I'm gonna get my house soon.
and hauling it to their farm.
We gotta kick it into high gear. We gotta make some stuff happen really fast here.
With Greg busy harvesting, Ann and the girls keep an eye on Bob Schmidt's move crew as they get set to slide the ranch through the sludge off its basement.
They dumped about 2 inches of rain in about 45 minutes. Worst case scenario, it's gonna sink. Go! Okay! All is good? Lock it up!
Me and Johnny had a difference this morning. It looked like it held up pretty good down there. We didn't lose anything, and he won't be able to tell me I told you so.
Sunrooms are still standing. They haven't toppled over yet. I hope they don't.
With the house out of the way, there's just the sunrooms to shift onto the trucks. They're working just a few feet from a steep, slippery riverbank. One wrong move, and they're going for a swim. Time to put on your trunks, John.
We don't want it to come flipping off this side here, so.
I'm gonna hide back here. I'm nervous.
Turn a little hard in it. Tip it back a little bit. Okay, tip it back a little bit. Okay, let it down slow.
The first sunroom makes it onto the trailer,
4. They got one.
but the second one is harder to reach. With huge glass windows, it's a much tougher challenge.
I'm a lot more nervous on this one. That thing was just a teetering.
It's gonna tip over. Put the weight back on that other side again.
Wow. No.
10 times harder screwing around with these little additions than it is a huge house like that.
Hold up, hold up.
I'll be quite happy once it's on that trailer. Oh, that's a sigh of relief.
After 4 days of hard work, Ann and Greg's ranch is finally ready to roll. It's 9 a.m. on move day, and Bob's boys are raring to go. First task, lug the convoy through the mud to the road. Not easy.
Soft. Remember we had all that rain? The minute we try to pull ahead, she's sinking down.
They're stuck.
We're just gonna hook up these chains now and get everything hooked up to the truck and winch her out. Okay, keep going!
It takes Bob's crew 2 hours to move just 50 meters to the road.
Try to sneak in between this tree and this house here, so.
There's a long way to go, and this tree could stop them in their tracks.
We're gonna cut this tree down. We don't like to cut trees down, we don't have to, but there's just not a whole lot of room for us to get in and out, so hopefully it'll fit.
Watch that roof.
This is one daunting road trip, but not for John, Brandon, and Skylar's mom, Tammy Schmid. She's one daring mother trucker.
I started driving school bus for the kids when they were little. I drive semi when I need to drive it, so it's been quite a few years.
Now it's showtime. I have to flag semis and cars down and tell them there's a big white house coming.
The 70-foot Rambler Ranch faces a huge challenge up ahead, a roundabout. Deep ditches on either side of the road make the turn too difficult for such a long building. So Bob's team need to rethink their plan. They'll risk a detour around a sharp 90-degree turn. It's narrow and banked by ditches, but it's the only way out of here.
Long house, tight corner. You got kind of a one-shot deal at this, and if you get it in here wrong, it can be a really, really, really bad deal. They just take her slow and easy, and hopefully John's got his eye on what's going on here.
The corner is incredibly tight.
Right here is where she's gonna get really, really hairy. John, I can't see nothing there.
Keep winching them dollies over.
We got one dolly down in the ditch, and we got one up on the road. That house could slide at any time.
Keep winching them over.
The crew crank the wheels as hard as they can.
Made that corner, everyone's gonna breathe a little bit, sigh of relief.
That corner looked kind of scary. The house was just kind of, oh Lord.
In Lisbon, North Dakota, Ann and Greg Ranky's rustic ranch has hit the road.
Come on, Skylar!
Bob's boys are just 2 hours into the 72-mile trek. Tight bridges,
We got through that one. I think we got 1 or 2 bridges left.
low-slung power cables,
The high transmission lines you don't want to touch. There's been plenty of people get killed that way.
and thick bushes.
The odds of something going wrong are a lot higher than the odds of stuff going right.
Make the going tough, and the problems just keep on coming. Just ahead of the convoy, there's a railway crossing. Go too slow, and there's a real risk they'll smash into a train. Go too fast, the house will jolt and crash on the uneven tracks. So the team must inch over the bumpy crossing, avoiding any lurches. The truck drivers will have to slalom the super long building between the railway barriers. But they'll have to be quick enough to avoid the oncoming trains. Whew, that was close.
We don't have a situation where we're halfway across the track and then the train comes through, so.
Well, Bob's more used to knowing where the house is on either side, so we let him tackle the large houses.
Bob needs a 10-minute window to cross the bumpy train line. But it's harvest, the busiest time of year for the railways.
Oh, for crying out loud. There's a train coming.
Bob knows it's now or never. A 60-ton dash weaving through the barriers.
Right now, we're carrying at about 22.5 feet to the outside of the dollies.
You know, you gotta know how to hit them. You gotta go backwards and forth through here. Yep, this is a tight one.
Bob just snakes through.
Now we just need to get moving and get out of the way.
Before the next train thunders past.
My house is gonna be home soon. I can hardly wait. It's looking good. They're getting it there when we're... Yes, I'm excited now.
But it's not over yet, Ann. The fields at the entrance to the Ranky's farm are flooded with spring rain, and the road is lined by deep, water-filled dikes. To keep steady, the crew set the truck wheels far apart, much wider than the track. Veer off course, and the wrench will never make it. So Bob's team must add extra wheels. This way, if the first set sink, there's a backup to take the strain.
We got 2 sets of dollies in here, so the one should carry over the top of them and the other one should pick up, hopefully. It's gonna be real close.
Right here is a trouble spot right here. We're gonna just cross our fingers and hope she pulls through here.
This drops down pretty good here too. All of a sudden your dollies give away and then it makes a big mess out of everything.
We got a mile and a half to go, and we're home. It's here, and it's massive.
Didn't know how they were gonna get it in, but boy, they did a good job of driving and
Now I'm really relieved. It's been a long time coming, and it's good.
In Lisbon, North Dakota, the Ranky's Ranch is now home on their farm after a torturous 72-mile trip. Ann and the girls take a peek inside.
There's less than what I thought there was gonna be for the cracks. I was thinking they were gonna be huge, but those are fixable.
Now, the biggest test. Put the house back together on the new footings.
The way we took them off, that was a little iffy.
The crew call in a crane to help with the giant jigsaw.
Payloader made me nervous when it was rocking, so we'll see how nervous I get when I watch.
The glass sunrooms take flight.
Little additions can give a guy a fight if you don't have the right equipment.
But make a perfect touchdown.
There, I think we curb her off right there.
All right, 2 down, 1 to go now.
Awesome job, bud. Real nice work.
Too bad they couldn't lift the house up and do it the same way.
Next piece of the puzzle, slide the house in.
It doesn't seem like it's our house because I'm not used to a big house in our yard yet.
Oh, it's moving.
halfway across the way it looks, so halfway home.
Rolling by itself. This one's rolling too easy.
Oh! Right there is good.
We're almost done. A bigger new home.
Put ivory soap between the 2 beams and push her where we want to go with the soap. She slides right on top of the beams, just slick. Hey!
She's pretty close.
Hey, coming down!
After 7 days of high anxiety, the Ranky's Rambler finally touches down.
She's down.
You girls better have done it right. This is really what I've been waiting for the last 10 years. It's here now, though. Awesome.
When you can make a business acquaintance and you can walk away and have friends like this made, like I said, that's what we do it for. That's what it's all about.
4 months later, and the Ranky family have moved into their bigger and better rural retreat.
Well, with all this extra space, I'm gonna love it. This is the kitchen, and I can open a drawer, and it's not gonna squeak on me.
I'm really excited. I get to have a door for my room, actually.
This is the master bedroom. We have a nice walk-in closet. Bathroom number 3.
We can all get ready at the same time.
No waiting in line. That'll be the best part of the whole house.
It is. This room here is my favorite room. The windows are lower, they're bigger, you'll be able to see more. I think it was well worth it.
Everything worked out good.